My name is Faith Sears. I will be discussing the causes and effects of air pollution in the Asian country of India. Additionally, I will address the differing claims, such as the belief that air pollution is beneficial for plants, global warming, and technological advancements. Now, during the beginning process of our research, we've been trying to answer the question of whether or not air pollution constitutes a threat in India. We hypothesized that it is a concern for the country, but we were unable to come to a conclusion without first performing a proper analysis and to identify what air pollution actually is, what causes air pollution, what are the effects of air pollution, and who does it directly impact. Additionally, we need to figure out how to resolve the issue. Now, what is air pollution? According to the Merriam-Webster Dictionary, air pollution is the contamination of the atmosphere, specifically by harmful substances that negatively impact human health and the environment. Now, this definition is a huge step in the right direction of answering the question we first asked of what is air pollution and does it constitute a threat. From the clarity given by Merriam-Webster, we know that air pollution is the contamination of harmful substances. But what are harmful substances? Let's go ahead and step into what that means. This includes the PM2.5 levels from the chemicals that arise in the air and fill the atmosphere with pollutants. Now, PM2.5 refers to the contamination of micrometers from the level of 2.5 or fewer. We know that this is caused in India by the industrial emissions and burned fossil fuels. But what exactly does it impact? Is it negative? Well, one of the first things that it impacts is the weather and agriculture. Now, we already answered what air pollution is, but let's step into what the direct impacts on weather it has. Now, for example, nitrogen and sulfur gases do not mix with water or oxygen. This forms an acidic reaction known as acid rain. Now, just because it says acid rain does not mean that the chemicals are just in rain. It can be in any precipitation-based weather event, like sleet or hail or snow, and as we already said, rain. For those wondering what it is when chemicals mix with water and oxygen, as we referenced. The reaction causes plants to die, and if you're someone who drinks spring water, you could be drinking chemicals. As referenced right here in the image above, we can see that the chemicals mix with the oxygen or water that is released by the industrial emissions or the burned fossil fuels. And then, through the water cycle, it will affect the natural resources, and it will affect you. When we step into what impacts it has on health, we realize that air pollution is one of the medical leading concerns for human beings in the country because of the side effects. We know that it leads to cardiovascular diseases, lung cancer, strokes, lung disease, and we can see that it will lower the age expectancy, which is exactly what India has seen. Now, the World Health Organization has made a reference here for us, and it also shows the deaths that it's caused. Air pollution is known as a silent killer because it is out for you. How does air pollution kill? Well, with bronchitis and health and other diseases like cardiovascular diseases and lung cancers, it'll cause you to die earlier on than expected. On top of that, with the weather changes causing agricultural loss, as we already discussed, and more illnesses and deaths, the economy suffers tremendously. With a 1.36% GDP in 2019. That is a loss for the economy, and it detrimentally affects your pocket. Now let's review. As I conclude our research, it has been indicated that though opposing claims believe that crops and technology benefit from the chemical contamination, along with the reversal of climate change, our analysis has proven that though these air pollutants spread sunlight and lower temperatures, it negatively impacts severe weather events and causes conditions like acid rain. In addition, plants do need natural levels of elements to sustain them and help with their growth, but excessive amounts, like seen in air pollution, negatively affect plants and could lead to their death. The smog is not helpful. It makes everything worse. With the environmental technology, and though it may benefit air pollution, it actually hurts things, and it threatens the fact that everybody thinks that just because there may be one benefit, that air pollution is okay, but that's not true at all. It's not okay to think that air pollution is beneficial just because it helps with technology. If we didn't have industrial emissions and burned fossil fuels contaminating the air, then there wouldn't be a need for this technology advancement. So as we close, let's review how air pollution is the contamination of chemicals. PM2.5 refers to the fine particulate matter. The causes of air pollution in India are industrial emissions and burned fossil fuels, and the effects are weather, agriculture, and our health. Opposers disagree that air pollution is entirely negative. They think that it's positive, but it's not. Air pollution is detrimental for India. It's detrimental for you. It's detrimental for every single person and every single thing that's surrounded by it. We want to leave you with one thing. Go out in the world and try to conserve energy. Don't just throw your waste out to get picked up by the wind and cause everybody to inhale toxic chemicals. Conserve things and properly maintain your waste so that you, your friends, and people around the world can stay healthy, so that the economy can be sustained, and so that global warming is not changed for the negative impacts, or so that the weather does not create things like acid rain. We thank you for your time, and we hope that our evidence proves that air pollution is detrimental for India and all who are surrounded by it.